know why I feel this way. Every day I wanna run away. I think I'll go back to that place I stay. Play on the server the TimeShot way.
Hello, people. It's Poet, and welcome back to TimeShot. Now, I was just bouncing around here thinking, because I actually just slept. It was raining and nighttime, and so I thought, you know what, get rid of that. Wyn is online and is currently in the Nether, and you'll see that number moving up quite a bit. I don't know how much of it you guys will see. Probably not any of it by the time I post this, because I'm posting episodes like way out of order right now. I'll explain that in a second, but what I was doing when I was bouncing around, I was thinking that this beautiful house really has nothing in it since I moved all the chests and stuff out of it. The only thing that it has is the bed, which is way up on the 3rd floor. I think that I need an interior decorator. I need to come in here and just interior decorate. Add in plants and books and chairs and tables and things like that. I'd love to. I would love to. To make it look like it has a purpose. Even if I'm not using it, it would be kind of nice. And then I look at this and I realize, yeah, that roof still isn't finished. I still got to make like a little flare on the sides and maybe something on the corners. I don't know. There's a lot of work to do. Okay, so this number you see right here, you can see that mine's 858,420. Wyn's is 550,920. And that number is the distance traveled by pig in centimeters. Now I think, of course, each block is 1 meter, which is made up of quite a few centimeters. So that number, it goes quite far, quite fast. So that's how many, I guess if you were to, what would you do? Divide that by 100 or something would give you the amount of blocks traveled, something like that. Something like that. It seems like pretty high numbers, but we were doing hijinks all morning long. We traveled on the whale ray quite a bit, back and forth. I found some glitches where if you're on a block like this and the pig can't quite get up the block, it'll travel almost as fast as like a pig on rails. And the number will just climb super fast. And if you're floating in water, you can literally just take your pig, float in water, and that number will climb and climb and climb without you actually having to do anything. So anyway, that's what that number's about. Now, I started work on this little house here. This is a house that I had planned on building. You'll remember I had a little sign here marking out the distance I had from corner to corner. I plan on building another house here, a house down here, like just making a little town. So this is kind of the first of many. I guess technically this treasure room is the first of many, but I want to populate this little area with houses. I guess actually the blacksmith is the first little house of many, which I still have not finished. I tore out the back hallway and then never finished it. And then there was this, and then this. So I do plan on finishing this. Maybe on camera. I need dark oak. You know what I'll do? I'll just finish part of the roof so you guys get an idea of what it'll look like. I don't know how many of these I'll need. I'll need way more of these. So, there we go. And today, I don't really have anything to talk about. I just wanted to show you guys a few of the things I worked on, including this. Just do a little bit of building and talk about my day. My day was alright. I've been doing a lot of yard work, which is not something that I technically usually enjoy. Not that there's anything wrong with doing yard work, and of course, you know, plants and stuff. Plants are always good, I guess. Plants are good. Yes, they are. I enjoy working outside, I guess, but doing yard work is kind of like the thing is, here's the thing. I will enjoy doing it, but at the same time, it's work, right? So I'll put it off for as long as humanly possible. Hold on, let me see here. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm at the middle already. Aight. So then, like, like that, like that, and then like this. It'll be a pretty tall roof. Let's just look back at it. Block with a stair on top. Block with a stair on top. Yeah. And then that'll be the middle block, which I can do with maybe half slabs. Let me grab some. So anyway, I'll put off yard work for as long as humanly possible. Like, I'm often the kind of guy where I will be worried, because I've heard stories in the past. I've heard of people talking about putting off yard work, and the city doesn't like that. The city wants you to be a little bit more conscious of how your yard looks for the city, because if every house didn't care about how their yard looks, the city would look pretty dumpy. So I guess what they do is, it's not like they go to every house and, hey, if you haven't cut your grass this week, they're going to yell at you. Nothing that strict. But I have heard stories of the city going and giving fines and tickets and stuff for people who haven't managed and maintained their yards and the boulevard and stuff like that. So I've got a pretty big yard as far as space to take care of goes. I'm not bragging in any way. It's not like a humongous yard. It's just there's a lot of grass because I'm on the corner lot. So I've got the boulevard on the east side, and then I've got the boulevard on the south side that I both have to take care of. So it's a lot of grass to cut and a lot of leaves and stuff to rake. So that's what I've been doing, is leaf raking. Been raking leaves. And it's not hard work by any means, but I am not accustomed, I'll say. Not very accustomed to doing a lot of yard work. So my hands are like really beat up right now. I had 6 band-aids on my hands. 6. If you guys need to know, like, just how wounded I was just from raking. I mean, that sounds pretty pathetic. It is. But that's how it is. Is any amount of physical labor, and I'm just like, I'm all beat up. I don't complain about it. I'll put band-aids on, but oh, my hands are just a little bit sore right now, gotta say. Let's see, maybe I don't know how this is gonna look. I gotta look at this from the front, otherwise I'll get very confused. Alright, that's not bad. That's not bad. I think if I did something like this, I go like this, then that'll fill in the rest. That kind of a top to the roof will look alright. I like doing these kinds of styles, you'll obviously note. Something like that. Other times I'll put a stair right there. So, for example, let's see if I can get up there and show you guys. You know how it looks already, but I'll just jump up there to show myself. In any case, whoops! Didn't mean to do that. How does this go? Like, how am I gonna place this? Yeah. There we go. So, break that. Stair. So I've often done that too. A little bit of a flip. Yeah, that looks kind of cute. Maybe I'll keep it like that. Because cute houses are what I want. I want cute houses. So there's the roof in general. And I'll build another house kind of like that. Anyway. What I wanted to do today was actually kind of go find my horse after I show you guys around a little bit. Because apparently somebody stole my horse. Is that what I've heard? I know that it was in the mines. I'll have to double check. But anyway, I've heard rumors. So, showcase what I've done. I've made this path go this away instead of this way. Like before it would turn and curve up here. I've torn this path away, and now the only path remaining is kind of just along the side of the building here. I thought about ripping all of this up. But then I didn't. I just felt like, you know what? If this was an ancient city type of thing, and this thing was built on top of the old road would still be there for a long time. Evidence of an old road. So it's just staying for now. I don't know, maybe eventually I'll dig all that up and replace it with dirt and it can all grow in with grass, but for now the old road gets cut off there. Why do I hear a skeleton? Right here. Oh, you know what? I bet it's inside one of those pillars. Though, yeah, I know it is. Those pillars are all hollow and they're just annoying. Anyway, I made this pathway go up this way and then just kind of come around here. I think that I could actually put in a little bit more gravel. I was kind of light on the gravel. I think I'm going to probably put in more gravel and connect it a little bit better. Make it a little bit more dense. And then it'll look right. But there we go. We have a path to spawn again this way and that other way. So to show you guys what I've been working on, I guess the sign can technically change now. Yeah. Yep. I'll show you guys what I've been working on. And I kind of did this just in my free time. I was listening to some music and just felt like building. I had this idea for so long, and I didn't really know where to put it. I was actually going to put it, I think originally, on the opposite side of the swamp. Okay? I'm not showing it to you guys yet. I'll show you in a second what I built. Little storage room. Wait, what's this? I was here and had a sign on me. Well, thank you so much. Anyway. I was planning on putting it, like, maybe up here. Where there's some trees. Or then I thought about maybe expanding my base towards the swamp here. So on the other side of this path to MK's castle, I was going to put it out over there. But I don't know why. I was walking and making the new pathway, and I thought, yep, this is the spot. This is, you know, when you find that one spot in Minecraft and you're just like, there's just something about it. You don't know what it is, but just something is appealing about it and you just want to build there. And I had that feeling for this little build that I had in mind for a long time. Since I started this whole build, I had this idea for different little things around town that I wanted to build. And one of them was this building. So I built this. It didn't take me too long to build because it's all just pretty simple out of wood. Someone's broken a few of the bushes, I think. Or maybe I did. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure someone broke it because I think there was a bush there. You know what? I got more. I think I... Okay, maybe I don't. Thought I had some in there. But anyway, this is the Union for people who cut wood good. Otherwise known as the Woodcutters Guild. And I got this idea from something I saw a long time ago with these straps that hold down items. I thought, yes, holding down the big felled Dark oak trees would be so cool. So I did that. But then I got a little bit carried away with the rails. I don't know if this really looks right. Because if these are straps, like if you're supposed to use your imagination that these are straps tying down the big pieces of wood, then what the heck are these? Well, they're clearly rail. So then should I make these out of like redstone rail? Should I make them detector rail? Like what can I do to kind of distinguish them? I don't know yet. I don't know if I'll even really worry about it. So inside this little place, I've meant to go get glass 1,000 times. 1,000 times. And I just haven't. I keep forgetting. There's supposed to be glass here for a little window. And on the other side, we got the little... Wait a minute. This used to be a crafting table, but obviously there's been a naughty cat roaming around. He replaced all my crafting tables with acacia wood logs. But that's fine, because I have the ability to craft a crafting table, and I will. Anyway, these rails, they kind of just, for show, go into the logging area. So you put all your logs that you've cut down into the chest and then push it into there. I don't know. It's just for make-believes, and all the dark oak is obviously in there. So, there you go. Woodcutters Guild, the union for people who cut wood good. And the pathway goes towards spawn. So, very good. Very awesome. But there's something today. I gotta look for my horse. Anyway, where was I with me and working outside? So I'm mostly raking leaves. It's not the hardest job in the world, but it's taken me 2 days. 2 days. And there's going to be a third day. That's how bad it is. Because the thing is, when I leave it to the last minute, like I always do, to the point where, oh yeah, was I talking about the city? Yeah, the city wants your yard to look good, and I'm always kind of like, I'm on the cusp of thinking like, oh man, the city's gonna find me. Like, if I don't do something tomorrow, the city is gonna come after me. I can just feel it, because that's how bad it is. Carrot on a stick for me and my pig. That's how bad it is, but at the same time, like, I look around, some of my neighbors are just as bad, so I don't feel so bad. But there's this neighbor that lives a couple houses down, and he is very, very, very meticulous with his yard. Like, very, very picky about it. He's the kind of guy where in the winter, we get a lot of snow here, and he will shovel his driveway. He's got a tiny driveway, but he will shovel it, and he won't just shovel it. He'll, like, manicure it to the point where there is not a speck of snow left in his driveway. And let me just pass this thing that you guys, I don't know how much, I won't say anything about it. So I won't, you know what? I won't even look at it for now. Okay. So anyway, this neighbor is very meticulous. He'll shovel his driveway. I almost said mine his driveway. Oh man, I got to get my head around what he does. He shovels it, and when he shovels it, he makes sure that it's very, very clean, very, very perfect. And he'll even like shovel the road in front of his house to make that all perfect looking. It's true, my horse is gone. What? What? The rumors were true? Alright. Time to go get Jenny back. But in the summer, he's the same way. Like, it doesn't stop with winter with shoveling snow. In the summer, he makes sure that his yard, his front yard, the boulevard that he has to mow and everything on the city side, he makes sure that it's like just the most perfect, cut at the right times, every single leaf out of his yard. So, I mean, he's got a leaf blower, so he cheats, I think. But I rake it by hand, and it doesn't look very perfect at all. It's still, like, I'll work out there for maybe 3 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, and when I'm done, I look out the window or something, and oops, I can't show you guys that. Like I said, I won't show you guys. When I'm done, I look out the window and it still looks like I have done absolutely nothing. Like, it's almost embarrassing. And yet I've got like something like 15 big piles of leaves that I've raked up now. Where am I going? Let's see here. Edson's house. This is where the rumors have led me. Edson's. Let's go see. So, anyway, it's kind of embarrassing when I've got a neighbor that's like that, a couple houses down, who's very meticulous and makes his yard spotless no matter what time of year. And mine is like overgrown with weeds, and the grass is long, and there's leaves everywhere. So finally, when I get around to it, and I start working, it takes me hours because that's just how much work is required now. Like, there's just, like I said, 15 piles of leaves, and that's on top of the 15 piles. Seriously, I had 30 piles total. But that's on top of the 15 piles I had yesterday. So it's just crazy amounts of work that I'm having to do. I'm still not done. And then it rains today. Whoa, hello. So, still not done, obviously. There we go. Kill all the things. There's going to be at least another day-ish of just me putting the leaves into bags, because we got like, what would you call it? I'm sure every city's kind of similar to this, where we got like no burning rules. If you live out in the country, then you don't know really what I'm talking about, but you're not allowed to burn things. You're not allowed to light fires. You can maybe make a bonfire, maybe, but I think even then there are some limitations, and you gotta like, I think you even have to like get a permit. I'm not even sure. But you can't just go and burn things in your yard, because the smoke is very bad for the city. Especially for me, I live by right on a semi-busy street. It's not really a busy street, but I had the feeling that if I started to light a fire to burn leaves, that there would be quite a few people kind of annoyed by the smoke that's just now covering the entire street. Depending on how the wind blows, I guess. But I can have I get the impression that people would not be very happy about it. Let's see, is my horse in here? Go see. Aha! This looks like my horse. Wait, you just have gold armor. You tricked me, horse. You tricked me. I'm watching you. You my horse? Can't tell, because some of them are like... This one's got a name. Ollie? You can only see the names when you're like, when you push them. They're all up high for some reason. Why are they all up here? Get down. Why do they all like being up top? This is weird, really weird. Okay, that one's Ollie. This one's no name. It also looks like my horse. My horse is brown, so that one, it really looks like my horse. You! It is! I recognize you any day, Jenny. Is my horse even brown? What color are you? You're not brown! I don't even know what you look like. But it's you, I can tell. It's a pretty good horse, actually. I should ride my horse more often. Let's see. Now, where am I? I think I might want to ride my horse back. I don't have any leads, though. Do I have one in an ender chest? Let me just go look. I got name tags. Say nothing if you're a scrub. Nothing. Aha! So am I or am I not? Huh? Huh? I'm being clever. Ooh. Which way? How do I... This way? How do I get out of here? Is he building a wall? Is that what this whole thing's about? Don't break anything, horse. Okay. I'm gonna ride Jenny back. So, where was I in my little story about today? Okay, so... I've got about 30 piles of leaves. I've bagged 15 of them. Because, like I was saying, we can't just burn things. We gotta put everything into these recyclable bags. And then this special... oh, there's a wither skull just floating in the air. Wither skeleton skull. GG. Many a wither battle has happened out here. But anyway, we can't just... There's a special government recycling agency, I guess, who just goes out and collect yard waste like leaves, twigs, sticks, and, you know, yard waste. Clippings, grass clippings. And I don't know what they do with them. Maybe they just go and burn them for all I know. Maybe they mulch them into a giant compost. I don't know. I really don't question it. All I know is I put my leaves and stuff out at the road, and then they're gone. What happens to them after that, I really, honestly, don't care. I mean, if it was me, I'd burn them, so they're really worthless to me. If someone can make use of them, turn them into compost or something, that's great. So, the city does something with them. I also lost my boots around here. My rubber booties, my good rubber boot. That's not me. My good rubber booties. These are not that good. They're not bad, but they're also not that good. Should I ride this way? Yikes! It's the gauntlet. Yeah. Oh! Jenny. Oh no! I fail. I want this grass to spread so badly. It's been since the server started, basically, that grass has not spread. But I guess it's come a long way, considering it came all the way from way over there. The dirt harvesting farm. Yeah. Dirt and sand. Okay, so to get back to spawn from here... Which way would that be? Let me think about that. The desert... It would be this way. But also back towards Edson's? What? Really? Because if I wanted to go to 0, I'd have to go this way first. That's interesting. How did we ever find this desert? I remember me and Nia way back in the days came out this way. What? Wow. People needing sandstone. Yeah, we came out this way, and I think we just traveled for miles. Oh, but it's... But it's becoming nighttime. Maybe, you know what? As great as an idea as that is... As great of an idea as that is. That's what I meant to say. I think I'll just travel through the nether. Thank you very much. So the way that I usually do this is go through... Push the horse through, right? Is that how it works? Okay, and now you go through. If all goes well, the horse will be there. Okay. There we go. So, anyway, I guess I'll wrap it up. Because I'm just talking about nothing at this point. But, needless to say, I still got lots of work. My hands are so beat up. Just, like, blistered everywhere. Blisters on my blisters. Cuts like crazy. Friction burns. My back is, like, completely stiff and shot now from being hunched over, raking for essentially 2 days. And yeah, That's what I got to do. Why is it so bad? Because I let it go for so long. That's why. That's the moral of the story, is that as much as I like leaving it to the last minute and not doing it, the longer I take, the more work there is for me to do. So you would think I should know better and that I should do it more often. So there we go. Jenna is back. I'm going to put Jenna actually back into the stables because I don't have an appropriate stable at my house. Let's go this way. I don't have an appropriate stable. I'm showing you guys what I said I wouldn't show you. But this is where Jenna has always been. There you go. Enjoy. And that's why April made that in the first place. Is because we don't have stables at our house. That's what that's for. Right? So, with that, I think I'm going to wrap it up. Oh yeah, I wanted to also explain to you guys, because of the mindless mining. Okay, so mindless mining, I've talked about it before, is essentially where we just, me and whoever else, or without me, whoever wants to, goes into the public mine and just does like essentially a podcast, more or less. A podcast about whatever they want. The first 10 minutes of Mega Walls is what I always refer to it as, because it's essentially the same kind of idea. The beacon at spawn is pink. I saw it. Yeah, talk about whatever you want in mindless mining. So the problem is, though, that because it's so easy to record, I've recorded now so much of it that I have to kind of alternate it. So I don't want to leave out the normal, like this. This I consider a normal TimeShot episode with me talking and just showing off building or building on camera or doing whatever. Oh, I should, you know what? I actually have a couple donations to do, which I will also do to wrap up this video. And then it'll be actually a pretty long video where we did nothing. That's pretty good. I say it's good because it is. I like being able to take up your time without actually accomplishing anything. Anyway, mindless mining takes up a lot of time. It's easy to record, so we recorded in batches, basically. And because of that, I don't want to do those just constantly, because then, you know, these normal episodes where I can go to the donor room and do all these kinds of things, that's what reminded me of it, they would be lost. So basically, I want to just kind of alternate it, but what that'll mean is that you'll see potentially a lot of differences. Like, I think I've recorded up to episode 124 of Mindless Mining, but this is not going to be episode 125. This is going to go like somewhere in between there, right? Like 118 or 119 or something, right? So potentially, even though 124 is after this one, I'll have accomplished more. Do you know what I mean? Like, for example, in episode 124, the Mindless Mining, I might still have my good rubber booties, but in this one, I've actually lost them. So there's going to be a little bit of discrepancy there. Just know that the Mindless Mining, you're not supposed to care too much about consistency, I guess. I started working on this, but then I gave up. As you can see, I've just, I didn't feel like it. So I stopped. But anyway, we got 2 donations. One of them is from, come on, where is it? I know it, here it is. Bam. So Austin here, actually, he gave his last name and he wanted me to pronounce it, but I won't still. I think that it's better if I just leave the initial S. And he didn't leave a message last time, but he did this time. And it says, "Hi, I'm Austin S, and I am your 103 subscriber." I don't know if that's true or not. I don't think, Like, if I was the 103rd subscriber of someone, I don't know, like, years and years later if I would really remember it. But you never know. I guess it's possible. Thank you, in any case, whatever number subscriber you are. Anyway, he's the 103 subscriber, 103rd. And I have watched every Dino episode, and I will watch all the new ones. I hope this money goes to good use. So, thank you so much. He donated. What? Are we lagging? Am I lagging? Did the server crash? Okay, relog time. Whoa. Okay, yeah, that was just weird lag. Okay. Austin S. And he is now added $5, so maths, that is $12. So, thank you so much for that and the note. Okay, and now we've got a new one, as far as I can tell. Oh, yeah, but I gotta make a note about this, because he didn't actually make a note that this was adding on to a donation, and I've said that in the past. I'll say that again just to kind of reiterate it. Is that if you've donated in the past, please tell me so that I can add it on to the other donation rather than like I just so happened to remember the name, and that's when I was like, oh, he donated before, right? Yeah. So then I came in and I added it to the old one. But if I hadn't remembered that, then I would never know. So you got to tell me. You always got to tell me if you have to, because I won't remember. I don't remember, you know, if all of a sudden, let's say, someone from one of the first rooms redonates. I might not. It might click, but it might not. So you got to just tell me that you're redonating, and I'll add it to the sign. So thank you anyway. Thank you so much for that and the note. So we've got another one. Bam. And I hate this, but let's see if I can get this right. So this one is okay, this one is from this is weird because they gave two names, but I'm just going to assume it's Italian Taco because that's what they started it with. This is what they started. They left a message. They started it with that, and it says Italian Taco. Hey, poet. Like that's how it you talk weird, Italian Taco. I'm kidding, but it says, "Hey, poet, thank you so much for doing YouTube. I love your vids. Please don't ever stop YouTube. Please, if you can, add me on the Hypixel as a friend. I promise I won't be annoying. My username is Italian Wolverine, hearts, smiley face, and maybe we can play Warlords sometime." So, thank you so much. They donated $5. Yes, $5. Thank you so much, Italian Taco. Now, I don't add friends on Hypixel unless I really know you. Like, if your name is Win or Jake, I might add you as a friend on Hypixel, but I don't generally add fans on Hypixel, just as a rule of thumb. And it's nothing against anybody, but that's just the way that it is. I don't add anybody. And in fact, even friends of mine, you can ask them, I haven't added them as a friend on Hypixel. It's frustrating to them and hilarious to me, but I just don't add people on Hypixel unless, you know, we're recording together, unless I really know you. So with that said, I'm sorry, but that doesn't mean that we can't play Warlords sometime. I am always online there playing Warlords and other kind of games like that. I haven't been playing Mega Walls as much lately. I don't know if it's just because I'm now finally tired of it, or, you know, I just love playing with a group of people with Mega Walls, and the group of people that I play with don't seem to be really too thrilled about it, so it makes it difficult for me to play that if I'm not recording it, and so on and so forth. But I do play a lot of Warlords, and you can catch me on there. I don't know. I don't have a specific time when I'm on. but frequently. That's all I can say. So there's always a chance. I do see a lot of people in the lobbies, and they're like, "Hey, man, get a pit. I love you, Piatnetta." And that's cool. I mean, I'm glad that people are finding me on there and actually are able to hang out and have fun. And yeah, so if they have, there's a chance you will too. Just keep logging in, keep looking for me, and you'll find me eventually. Maybe, hopefully. And sometimes the odd time I might join a live stream or do a live stream or whatever. It would have to be I don't think I've done a live stream in like a year. But if I did, I might play with the fans and stuff. So there's always a chance there. So anyway, thank you guys for the donations. 50% goes to charity. And actually, 100% has been going to charity as of late. Because honestly, I don't really have anything to do with the money. Our server is now cheaper than it was before. So as far as like server rent goes, that's a little bit more that I can save up for charity. Things like that. Yeah, what more can I say? If you want to donate, the link is in the description. Of TimeShot videos only. And I appreciate every single one of them so much. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the fact that I am not a green thumb. My thumbs are so green right now. I tweeted this out earlier. My thumbs are so green that it's hurting. That's clearly how green they are. It's painful. But thank you guys for watching. Like this video, comment below, and do all those other awesome things that you people do. And we'll see you next time on TimeShot, where it might be out of order. Keep in mind, because mindless mining will be... I'm trying to do it like a normal episode, mindless mining. Normal episode, mindless mining. So, look forward to that. And we'll be seeing ya on TimeShot. Bye-bye!